Today, we would like to welcome new subscriber, Tim Boone. And today's video will be the 100-hour service on the CubCadet ZT1 42. Here we are. Well, let's see just how close we are. Y'all show up? I guess that shows up. So I didn't look at it myself. 93.4. Okay? So we're at 93.4 hours, and this is August. So we're looking at May the 5th, 12, 13, 14, 15 months. I guess compared to a lot of guys, you know, that's low hours. I don't run it a lot because here lately I've been using this a ton. So yeah, we're gonna do some things. We're gonna change the oil. Got some spark plugs. Got a fuel filter. I'm gonna take the deck off, clean that out good, repaint that under the bottom. So we're gonna do a couple of things today. Back at the shop, and I'm getting ready to get started. And here's some of the things we have here. Got the filter, oil filter, some gloves, some plugs, fuel filter, some tools there for when I take the blades off, deal with the deck. Yeah, I know. Walmart brand. Yep. Yes, it is. Did okay for 100 hours. Why change now? Hey, it's a lawnmower, not a space shuttle. But look, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Okay. I know. Let me finish. Let me try to justify it, okay? I had to do it, man. When you hear the story, you're going to understand. Now, you know about this one. I did a video on it, okay? This the one I got off Facebook Marketplace. They threw it out. Brought it back to life. It just had a missing, the carburetor, the needle was missing out of the carburetor bowl, okay? That was it with this one. So, I saw this one on the marketplace, and I said, well, hey, it'd be good to have parts, because, hey, when you start replacing the parts, the cables on these things, they're $35, $40, $26 for this bracket here. Wheels are $25 to $30. I bought the whole lawnmower for $50. Well, I bought it for parts, but I think I can fix it. It starts, it runs for like a couple of minutes, and I think it's got something to do with this. I mean, it could be the carburetor, but I think it's got something to do with the kill wire. So I'm going to play around with that today too. So I got a lot of projects going on here. And yeah, man, I just couldn't. $50, you know, and it's in great shape. So, hey. But we're going to get started over here. We're going to get the oil going. Gonna do a little touch up there. Yep. Go ahead and take the deck off. I get the oil going, and then I'll take the deck off, and I'll show you that, okay? So, there's a little drain there. It's what I use to, 2 wrenches I use to 13 millimeter. And we got 3/4 there. Okay? And we got a drain good. You know, it's a funny thing. it never looks dark when you have it on, when you check it on these yellow. But man, in that bucket, it sure, let's see. Well, I guess it could be worse, huh? Yep, that's 50, almost 50 hours worth of oil there. So, got that part. And I was messing around with that a little bit. And it may be the carburetor, because it will, let's see if I can get it on camera. Let me let you see what it does here. And I do this every time. I had like 5 projects going at one time. Okay. Let's see if it'll do it for you here. Okay, you see that? That's how long it'll run. So maybe it is the carburetor. So, yep, could be the same issue. Wouldn't that be ironic if it's missing a needle also? Nah, couldn't be that lucky, could I? Don't know if I'm gonna get around to that, but let's get back on this here. Let's get the deck off. We get the plugs changed, filter, that's easy. I better fill it back up with oil right now before I forget that. Okay. I wanted to compare the oil filter that came off of it. Let's look at some numbers here. Okay, that's Kohler 120501. This came in the kit. Pro Performance 52050002. So 05001, 05002. It's a little bit bigger or taller, huh? Okay. Now I have a video on this, but I found out on taking the deck off, once you undo your little pins there, the one in the front, the one on this side, you can slide the deck back enough to get the belt off of that pulley. So you don't have to go through that struggle game to get that belt off, because you've got enough. See what I'm saying? You got enough slack to just slide it off and just take the deck out. So that's what I do. Now putting it on, you have to do that a little different, but I showed you a little trick to that also. So we're gonna look at the belt, look at the deck and everything close up. Yeah, don't be afraid to take those decks off, man. It's nothing to them. And if you've taken them off of many tractors as I have, this is a piece of cake. And I like to look at it, give you a chance to check it out close up, see how it's wearing, check your blades and your spindles out good. So don't be afraid to take the deck off, man. It just takes about 10 minutes, if that, 15. If it's your first time, it may take a little longer, but nothing to it. So we're gonna take that off. Look at that. Some close-ups there. It should slide right out. It's nothing else to hold it, That's it. See, that stuff like that you get to see. Another reason to really inspect your deck. See, sooner or later, this will cause an issue, because this will get so hard that it will stop everything from moving, you know. So that's why. Now this, I could have caught this by just lifting up the plate, and I would have seen this. So I am guilty. It's no excuse, but see, all that needs to be kept clean, because I have seen this bind up decks, and they say my deck won't turn on. Well, your deck, your pulley can't move, because this will get in there and mud and grass will bind up just like cement, and it won't move at all. Now, here's the condition of the belt. Okay. Right at 100 hours. This is the original. You know, check everything out. Take these covers off. Clean up in there. Let's see how the deck is wearing. So, doesn't look too bad. Clean it up, scrape it down. Alright. Those blades aren't quite a month old. They've been doing pretty good. Got them off of eBay. So, before I spray it down, I've scraped it, and I'm going to spray it down. $100 hours, stamp deck. Got the deck all cleaned up. Touched it up a little bit. Took this, put this on it after I cleaned it. Got everything broken up and sprayed it down with a little, show you what I used here. Just put some okay. Looks like we're gonna get a little rain. Been getting a little bit every day, so the oil is changed.
Low power.
I've done everything except the plugs. Oil and filter. The deck squared away. Hadn't put the air filter on yet, so I'm gonna put the deck back on, and I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit. And the last thing I'll do will be the spark plugs. Okay? You don't know if this will show up.
Low power.
But this is what's inside the carburetor of the donor motor. Okay? But everything else, all the other, I don't know why I do this, man. I had like 2 or 3 projects going at one time. But everything's done here. We got the oil changed. You saw the deck. Got the deck back on. It's all painted up. Scraped down. Filters. Plugs. So, touched up some areas there. So we're ready for another 50 hours. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna finish cleaning this out. Don't know what that is. Water got in there somehow. Yeah, it looks like a little water. That'll do it. Well, I'm going to spray this down, clean it up, put it back together, and see if we get a runner. I'll bring you back.
Low power.
Well, I know. I bought it as a donor. Turned out being a runner. Guess it was the carburetor. Oh well. You know what I'm going to do now. You know the drill. It's got to go to work. It's got to make me back that $50. So, we got to see what the bottom looks like, sharpen the blade, and it's going to work. Yep. We're going to clean it up a little bit, sharpen the blade, and it's going to work. I think that's going to be it for today. Big Son's Lawn Care. I think I'm signing out.